Hi and welcome to my channel. So the UK government has finally updated the shortage occupation list. Look, in 2023, they had already announced and confirmed that they will be scrapping this list completely. So now we have a brand new list of jobs that will be offering sponsorship and lots of other things. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you key takeaways from the new shortage occupation list, which means that if you're currently out of the UK wanting to move to this country, this has to be like your little Bible, because those are the jobs that offer visa sponsorship to move to the UK. If you're in the UK on visa sponsorship, it's also crucial that you know about all these jobs, what opportunities they have, the occupation code that they have, and all of that. So I'm going to tell you what these are obviously in today's video. So if you're new to my channel, as usual, you're welcome. And if you haven't joined this family, look, take this opportunity to hit the subscribe button below so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here, because you don't want to miss out on such crucial information that is vital for your personal and professional development. So join that newsletter as well. Check the comment section. I do have a free newsletter so that when you join, I send that info directly to your inbox, because like I say, this is crucial. I share information about visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch if you're already in this amazing country, as well as career progression opportunities, because for me, it's not just about moving to the UK. It's progressing in this country, going for the best opportunities only so that you can succeed, excel in order to work less, earn a lot more money, and get to retire early. So check the comment section. You see the newsletter is free to join. You drop your name and email and you're part of it. You're also going to find my contact details there, on that newsletter in the comment section. You see my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, so that if you need to get in contact with me privately, then do feel free to do so, because that's why those details are on there. And so what is the biggest takeaway from this shortage occupation list? Let me tell you something. Leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I will implement this, because this is the most crucial information if you're wanting to get visa sponsorship this year to move to the UK or to switch if you're already in the UK. So this shortage occupation list, first of all, what is it? Because some people may be watching this and they are not aware. What is a shortage occupation list? So there is an organization which is called the Migration Advisory Committee. This is an independent body that advises the UK government on which jobs should offer visa sponsorship and which jobs should not. I'm saying this because I know people that I speak to and they say to me, Melvis, my background is in this, I've got experience in this, I've studied this course, I need to get a job for the course that I've studied, for my qualifications and for my experience. Look, if your background, experience, qualifications, if that job does not offer sponsorship in the UK, let me tell you, you've got zero chance of moving to this country. There are people that are applying for visa sponsorship jobs and they spend so much time applying for jobs that don't offer sponsorship at all, which means that if you want to move to the UK, you must know which jobs can offer visa sponsorship and which jobs cannot, because not every job offers sponsorship to move to the UK or even to switch if you're already in the UK. And let me tell you, whether you're in the UK physically looking to switch or you're out of the UK, it makes absolutely no difference. The list of jobs is exactly the same. So please, if you have any questions, leave in the comment section. What is your background? What is your experience? Or better still, which UK job are you interested in? And I can say to you, does this offer sponsorship or not? Because like I say, very few UK jobs actually do offer visa sponsorship. And this is also very well reflected in when you look at that shortage occupation list. Over 80% of the jobs on there now are healthcare related, because as we know, the UK is really short-staffed when it comes to healthcare, which means if you're not in healthcare and you're in other sectors, well, you've got the remaining 20% of jobs to apply for. Also, another key takeaway from this shortage occupation list is that if you're applying for carer jobs, there are about 3 or 4 occupation codes that carer jobs have, which means that carer jobs are still all on that list. But guess what? With some of the occupation codes, you can bring dependents to the UK. With other occupation codes, you cannot bring dependents to the UK. So if you're applying for a carer job, you need to be so strategic. Which job are you applying for? What is the occupation code of that job? And can you bring dependents? Can you not? If you get the wrong occupation code, you would not be able to bring dependents to the UK. Again, this is something that if you're applying for jobs, it is your duty to know every single information and detail about the job you're applying for. And by the way, if you're not aware, I do have a private career coaching program where I offer one-to-one tailored, individualized and personalized guidance. In the last week, since the shortage occupation list was released, I have been going through literally talking about this with different members of my coaching program. Our live session last Thursday and even the week before, we spent a lot of time going through this list to make sure that we are on track and we are not wasting our time applying for jobs that are not on the shortage occupation list. So if you're watching this and you're not aware, you need to go through that list and make sure that the jobs you're applying for are on there. Also, if you want to find out, by the way, more information about my private coaching program, do check the description box below or the about section of this channel and you're going to see information about it. I must warn you, when you join, we go through, one-to-one, obviously, your experiences, your qualifications, what are you looking for? Have you got any dependents? What's the best job for you to apply? How do you apply? What about your CV? NHS jobs, apprenticeships, career progression. There are some people that are carers in the UK at the moment, but they're qualified nurses, doctors, and midwives from back home. So it's about transitioning. Other people want to upgrade themselves, rightfully so. You're going to get that support as well. What is the best pathway for you to pursue? Because with most of the processes, they are very tailored and you need to know specifically what's going to be the best pathway for you. That's what the program is all about. But it is not for everybody. It's only for those people that, like me, are interested in personal and professional development. You need to put in the work in order to get the fruits out of it. So that's what the program is about. Also, if you want to talk to me first to hear what is in this for you, check the comment section. You see my contact details and you can contact me directly and I can explain more to you if you need more information about the program. Because I know for some people, looking at something online and looking at links and all of that, it's not really the best. If you need to have that conversation, then contact me and I'm happy to explain to you what the program is about and how it can better support you as an individual. But like I say, it's a lot of hard work, obviously. I'm not going to sit here to say it's easy. These processes are not easy, but it is about doing the right thing so that you can eventually get to work less, earn more money, and retire early. You need to do the work today. You need to put in the work in order to get that. So again, another takeaway obviously from this list is that if you are applying for UK jobs, you need to know the differences. Which job is on the shortage occupation list, but also which job is exempted from paying the healthcare surcharge. Because this is something that is massive. As you know, from February of 2024, the healthcare surcharge in the UK is now £1,035 per person per year. What this means is that if you get visa sponsorship for a job that is eligible for visa sponsorship but not eligible for healthcare surcharge exemption, you have to pay £1,035 per year per person before you can get your UK visa, which means that if your COS is for 5 years, you need to pay over £5,000, and this is excluding the visa fees. Let me tell you something, it's a lot of money. This is why I'm insisting on this list. And also during our live session this Thursday, we're going to focus again on this list to make sure, I want to make sure that every single person that is part of my coaching program is aware of all the jobs that are on this list and how you can apply and what they mean. Which one is exempted from the shortage occupation list, which one is exempted from the healthcare surcharge, which one is exempted from the higher salary threshold. Because look, that list has all these different options and it's up to you to know which one works best for you. That's another key takeaway from the list. So it's not just a matter of, oh, this job is on the shortage occupation list. No, you also need to check, is it exempted from all these fees? Because some jobs on there offer sponsorship, but you have to pay the healthcare surcharge. Other jobs there are exempted from the healthcare surcharge. So again, that's quite a lot that is involved. Another key takeaway for me from this list also, and by the way, do share this video with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, because this is very crucial information for people to be aware of if applying for visa sponsorship. Also, have you got any questions as I'm going along? Leave that in the comment section below so that we can see what your situation is. Also, if you're enjoying this content, obviously hit the like button below It lets me know you enjoy content leads, and obviously I should do more. If you have any recommendations on what you want me to do more videos about, and you're like, hey Melvis, you're only talking about this, why don't you talk about that? Look, you're more than welcome, obviously, to drop that in the comment section below, because I'm very open to feedback. Obviously, I mean, reasonable feedback. If the feedback is not reasonable, I'm just going to be like, whatever. But anyway, that's the right thing, by the way. So let's move to the next points that I've taken from this list. Teaching jobs. Guess what? Not all teaching jobs are offering visa sponsorship from now. When you look at that shortage occupation list, there are specific teaching jobs, which means that if you're applying for a job as a history teacher and I'm applying for a job as a maths teacher, for example, I think we all know that science subjects are really needed in the UK. So maths, physics, subjects like that, sciences, obviously. So if you're teaching other subjects, they are not really on the shortage occupation list, which means that many of the other teaching jobs have now been removed from that list. So again, if you're applying for teaching jobs in the UK, it is your duty as a candidate to make sure that you check that list and see whether the type of teaching job you're applying for is actually on there. Again, these are some of the complexities that you're going to face, because if you apply for a teaching job that isn't part of that shortage occupation list, what that means is that you need to be earning at least £38,000 per year for you to get visa sponsorship. But if a job is on that list, it is exempted from the higher salary threshold. And that is a massive difference, because with this high salary, it's not going to be easy. It's going to make it very, very challenging for many people that have been eligible for sponsorship to now be eligible. And that's why I always say that when new opportunities come out, you need to make sure that you're the first person that is taking on those opportunities. That's why I share these videos on here. But no, some people will watch video after video after video for years, taking absolutely no action. It does not help, because guess what? Once that particular sector is saturated and they have recruited enough people, the government will conveniently change things and remove those jobs from the list. That's what they've always done. That's how they do. That's the purpose of visa sponsorship. It is a temporary measure to recruit overseas staff, to fill in gaps where they don't have enough people in the UK. And once they feel that, oh, we've got fewer people, or we can deal with the people we've got, then they start blocking those routes. And that is why you always want to be ready. You don't want to wait until everything is saturated. You want to be ready when the opportunities are there. For example, have you got your international passport? If you're watching this and you're out of the UK, leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I have got my passport. If you don't have your passport, please, you need to go and apply for an international passport. It doesn't matter which country you're trying to go to. That is one requirement that every single country is going to need. So it is that preparation, so that when opportunities come up and they arise, you are ready and you're available and you're there with everything that is needed for you to apply. So because 2023, any teacher could come to the UK. I mean, anybody could just come to the UK on any of the teaching jobs. But now it's all changed, which means that you need to know which teaching job is eligible for which pathway and all of that. So that's another key takeaway from this. Another very interesting takeaway, which, by the way, the government already promised that in 2023, that laboratory technicians were going to be added on the list. Yes, they have. So lab technicians are now on the shortage occupation list. This means that they are exempted from the salary threshold, but also one very good thing is that they've got loads of vacancies, obviously, which is why it's been added to that list. So you want to be really wise. You want to be very smart when you're looking for those opportunities. You know, I've shared extensively detailed videos on here about all of these opportunities that I'm talking about. But if you need more information, obviously, like I said, leave that in the comment section below so that, you know, I can be able to see what to do. And if you're part of my private coaching program, our session, definitely 100% attend our live session, you know, that we have tomorrow, Thursday, because we're going to go into a lot of detail again and really dissect all of these opportunities on the shortage occupation list, because I want you to know the different occupation codes so that you know which ones can bring dependence, which ones cannot, because that's very important. Because for all of us, moving to the UK is about giving a better life for ourselves, to our families. And if you cannot bring your family to the UK, I mean, what's the point? For most of us, it doesn't make any sense. And so you need to know about those occupation codes, especially if you're going for those carer jobs, which are actually affected by this particular factor. So that's another key takeaway. Another key takeaway is that all construction workers are now on the shortage occupation list. Before now, there were only specific jobs in construction. For example, carpenters, roofers, plasterers, they were part of it. But now, all jobs in construction are included. So that's really good news. So when you look at this list, it's really good. What they've done is remove the jobs that they think, well, we don't really need many people in this sector, and they've included more of those ones that they need. So construction, I mean, it is a very high paying sector. It is something that, I like it because it's different, for example, from carer jobs. Even unskilled people can apply, with no experience, because I like to bring different opportunities so that people are not stuck thinking, all I can do in the UK is be a carer. There are lots of other options. It's just for you to look further. Like I say, I've shared lots of detailed videos. In fact, I'm going to link up that video right here somewhere here, so that once you watch this video now, you can watch that other video on the 5 jobs that are currently offering visa sponsorship and that are not carer jobs, by the way. So that if you're like, hey, I need something different, Melvis, I need something that, that's absolutely fine, so that you can check out the video and see what those other options are. But these are really the main key takeaways from the shortage occupation list. Like I said, I do offer one-to-one support through my coaching program. If you want to know more, check the description box or about section of this channel. And if you need to contact me to talk to me privately about your situation, check the comment section below. You see my contact details, and do get in touch so that we can see what the situation is with you in order to better support you. So check this out here.